Hello and welcome to week one. The first thing you're going to do for week one is complete your reading assignment. Remember that you're going to be using Let's Get Writing this semester. It's an open educational resource. You can just click on the link. When you do click on the link, you're going to see the copy of the title page of the book, the cover page. You'll scroll down, and in this case, you're going to be working with chapter 5. So if you just click on that, you can get right to the various sections that you need to read. And you'll do that for all of the chapters. Just go to the table of contents and just click on that particular section. You'll notice with section 1 in chapter 8 that you're going to just read to fragments, so just after exercise 3. You also will always have a PowerPoint that applies to either the writing that you'll do for the week or the grammar portion for the week. So I encourage you to always go through those and think about those, especially if they're the grammar portion, because they most likely will connect to the grammar and usage checkpoint that you'll do each week. All right, so then once you've done your reading, you'll move on to project number 1. For project number 1, you're going to be writing a narrative. You're going to be adding description. That would be a normal addition to a narrative, to a story. But I want you to think about vividly portraying the people, the events, using that descriptive language, using dialogue. You're going to, have a 3 to 5 page typed and double-spaced paper. You'll just use the normal MLA format where you've got a header and a heading. The heading only appears on page 1. The header will repeat throughout the pages. And use the header menu to get, usually if you're in a Word document or a Google Doc, you just double click in the top inch of the paper and you'll be able to access the header and set that up. We're kind of sticking with the community of close to home, thinking about things that are going on in and around us in Michigan or wherever you live. So you'll want to think about an event that happened, in your life that was part of you being part of a community, but at the same time shaped your identity in some way. So you can think about community, something like a neighborhood or a city or a state. You can also think of community in a smaller context. Maybe it's a club or a sport, but ultimately you want to think about how being part of that group shaped some aspect of your own identity. Remember, projects 1 and 2 are written totally from your experience. There should be no outside research added. You've got the draft due this week and your final copy will be due next week. All right, and then once you've looked that over, you're welcome to go ahead and submit the draft when you're ready. For discussion forum number 1 this semester, you'll be using Animoto to introduce yourself. You'll create a 30-second video. You can use, images, photos, music, whatever it is that's going to capture an essence of who you are. I've given you an example of mine, and you're free to upload that, and you'll comment on 2 other students' videos. You're welcome to comment on more, but your requirement for this discussion forum is 3 total posts. And then finally, as noted, earlier in this video, you'll always have a grammar and usage checkpoint. So checkpoint number 1 is also due on Sunday this week. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.